So what has happened since I've made all these changes, and I've made them about 2 weeks ago? I have definitely seen an increase in bookings. Hello everyone, my name is Lena and welcome to my channel. I am an online teacher, and on my channel I do like to talk about building your online teaching careers. So in this video I want to talk to you about optimizing your classes on Outschool. So I am a teacher on Outschool, so that means that I am making my own classes on Outschool's platform. If you don't know much about Outschool, then you might not know that you can design your own classes. You can set your classes to whatever price you want to set them at, and you can also design your own schedule. So you can teach 24 hours a day because you're teaching the kids all over the world. So it's a wonderful place to work. It's a good opportunity. But you know, they have their slow times and their high times, and September was a slow time for many teachers. And that's just kind of like a thing that happens with many online companies, teaching companies. It's just kind of a slow month. So it was a good time to look at my classes and see how I can just improve them, improve my marketing, the things about them, just to get some traction with my classes and see if I can solicit some more bookings from parents. So I did a few things, and I thought I'd share them with you just in case it's something that you might be struggling with now or in the future. So one thing I did was I decided to change my class types from going from 2 to 3 times a week to 1 time a week class, because I didn't have many 1 time a week ongoing classes, and I think that some parents just want to have that. So I decided to create another class that was just a once a week ongoing class in addition to my 2 to 3 time a week classes. So I added another class. I basically just took everything that was with those other classes that I was doing 2 to 3 times a week. It was a circle time class, and I just took that material and put it into a 1 time a week class, just so I could have a different class type. And yeah, it didn't take that long for them to approve it, and I've already got some interest in it. So that class type did work. Now, some people have really good success with the multi-day classes or the one-time classes, or like a semester class, but it just depends on your age group. So you have to kind of know who you're teaching to and what they tend to book for. But my young age group, they like ongoing classes, so I want to continue the ongoing class type for them, but just kind of change the days up a little bit, just to give them a little bit more flexibility in the options, or a few more options. I want to give them more options. But do keep that in mind. Change up your class types and see. Maybe some parents just want to try a different class type. I also changed my class times too. I was mostly doing morning classes and late afternoon classes. That's what I decided to do. And I was trying to keep the middle of the day afternoon free for, doing other work related things, getting stuff done around the house, and, things of that nature. So that's the schedule that I'm keeping with right now. But there were some classes that weren't necessarily booking, some sections that weren't booking. So the sections that were not booking, I replaced them with other classes. I just saw which classes seemed to be more popular, and I added more sections of those classes along with the new class type that I had. So just rearranging, seeing what seemed to be more popular, and rearranging my schedule in that way, but still keeping my morning classes and my late afternoon classes. I'm mostly doing that. I did add 1 class on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the middle of the afternoon, just because I know that for some California parents, it was very difficult for them to start my 9 o'clock classes with me. So I decided to open that up twice a week. But other than that, it's a nice little chunk of time for me to get stuff done and then teach later in the day, so I'm not teaching all day long and getting really worn out. Then there's the price. I did change my prices on some of my classes, just lowered them. I had talked about this before, that I had lowered some of my prices. You may have caught this in one of my previous videos, but some people don't agree with this form of advertising, lowering your prices, but it just depends. You have to kind of, I believe you have to see what works for you, right? For some people, it works for them to lower the price and to get more enrollees, that's a word, more people to enroll into your classes. And even if it's at a lower price temporarily, and then you could raise them back up. But some people like to just keep their prices high, and that works for them. It just depends. You kind of have to know what works for you and, what you want to do, because you do put a lot of time into these classes. So you don't want to undersell them, but at the same time, if nobody is enrolling at the price that you are offering it at, then maybe you have to make some adjustments. And then I worked on my descriptions. I made sure that my descriptions were attractive, that they were offering a lot of information for the parents to know about what to expect in the classes, what the schedule was going to look like, and just things about me as a teacher, how I operate the classroom. I tried to put a lot more information into my descriptions, and just to make sure I was checking for errors too, because even though I've gone over my descriptions a lot, I was surprised at how many times I had put something in the wrong place or left something in there that I thought I took out. So it's good to always go over those descriptions, because that will deter parents from wanting to sign up in your classes if you have mistakes in them or if they just don't seem like they're flowing right. So check your descriptions. Grammarly is a great thing to use when you're checking your descriptions, because it will correct for all your mistakes. So it'll check for spelling, grammar. Some people don't really know to use that, but it is wonderful. Grammarly checks everything that I type online. I love it. I also worked on my thumbnails. Before, I did not have pictures of myself on my thumbnails, but now I've decided to put pictures of myself on there. One, because, I think that the parents just like to see what the teacher is going to look like, when they come into the class, so there will be no surprises. And two, it will help your regulars or your old time, your previous customers be able to find you better. I actually had one of my students from before, I taught them all last year, and they re-enrolled in my class this year. And when they first came to the class, the mom said, "Oh, I was hoping that I had the right class. I was hoping that it was your class." And I'm glad that I got the right class. And so that let me know that I do not need to make sure that I make myself as discoverable as possible for my parents. Yes, they have liked the classes. Yes, they've taken my classes before, but a picture of yourself on your thumbnail will only help to make it easier for them to find you. I have started to advertise my classes on Pinterest, and this has actually been a really good thing. I got a lot of information from Sincerely Serena. She has a YouTube channel, and she talks about how you can create pins for your classes, and she does a really good job. She has a whole series about it. So go to her YouTube channel if you want to know more about how to do this. She's really detailed in explaining it. But I did try some out. I had tried making one over the summer and kind of forgot about it. And when I went back to it, it was getting a lot of views and a few saves. So I'm starting to learn more about creating pins and how that the whole method, the best method in doing it is. And I do see that I am getting saves, I'm getting clicks, outgoing clicks, and they'll show you, who's clicking, who's going, what's an outgoing click, going to your website or going to the site that you're trying to direct them to. All those things are really helpful if you have a business Pinterest account. So I have been putting more classes on Pinterest, and I think it's working. So the last thing I did was I created a referral program for my parents. So I told them that if they refer a friend for my classes, and if they let me know about it, then I will give them, the parent who referred the new student, I will give them a discount on their classes. And because all the classes are priced differently, and some of them are ongoing, some of them are twice a week, I had to set a price. So I'm starting at $25 for a discount for their classes. And I will use the coupon that Outschool is actually offering for us teachers now. So I'll give them a coupon for their week of classes. And I actually haven't created anything yet, but if all else fails, I will give them a refund of the amount that I have told them I'd give them. So I'm doing a referral program. I said, classes are more fun with friends. So invite your friends to join the classes, and we'll see how that works. So what has happened since I've made all these changes, and I've made them about 2 weeks ago, I have definitely seen an increase in bookings. They are coming in a lot quicker than they were in September. Sorry, September. So, I know that October is supposed to pick up, so it could be a combination of all the things that I'm doing. It could be that it's October and bookings were just bound to pick up, or it could be that actually last week it was still September and I was getting an increase of bookings then. So I do feel like it was because of what I was doing, the efforts that I was making on my classes that actually brought about more people to enroll to my classes. I do think it was because of these things. And now that it's October, I think that they will continue to increase in my bookings because October I think it's a better month. From what happened last year, October did show an increase in bookings. So I believe that all of the combination of all the things that are happening right now will help for my bookings to increase and be even better than before. So I am happy to see the increase. And if you're having any trouble with your classes, maybe some of these things will actually help you out. If you decide to do any of them, or if you have already done some of these things for your classes, then I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Let me know, if you're experiencing, maybe a slow period in your classes, or maybe you've done some changes and that has helped your classes to attract some bookings. I'd love to know and we'd all love to know what has worked for you. And if you are interested in teaching with Outschool, let me know. I would be happy to help you with the process. I do like to help people who use my referral link to, go through the hiring process. I will walk you through the process, help you with whatever feedback you would like from me. So that's all for now, everybody. Thanks for watching. And if you felt like this video was helpful in any way, I would love it if you'd give it a like. It will help the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.